Welcome back again, guys. It's me, Mr. 4K, and this video, um, I just want to look at the comparison between, uh, like what other competitors like PlayStation Plus are doing versus Game Pass. Let me just first emphasize when it comes to the cloud gaming. Okay, when it comes to cloud gaming, Xbox, it's so far behind. And when I say they're like so far behind, that's like an understatement. They're like way beyond behind in terms of like what other competitors like even PlayStation Plus have achieved. But I'll give you one example. If you want to play in 1440p, which is a QHD, right? Which is still a decent resolution. It would be nice if it was 4K, right? So if you want to play on xCloud in 1440p, guess what? Can you guess what? You'll have to pay $30 a month. The fact that there's a paywall behind it. You know what's funny? Even Ryan McCaffrey on his Unlocked IGN podcast has said this, like, why are we doing this? Why are we like charging people for resolution? And it's only 1440p, right? How much are you going to have to pay for a 4K cloud streaming? $40 a month, right? If you look at PlayStation Plus, man, look at the benefit of PlayStation Plus. You're only paying $20 a month. Not only do you have the ability to stream 720p, 1080p, 1440p, and 4K and HDR, 4K HDR, where it's available like Hogwarts Legacy. You can stream with a PlayStation Premium for $20 a month. You can stream Hogwarts Legacy in 4K HDR directly from your console. And it's only $20. And then you come back over here to the Microsoft, to the Xbox, they want to charge you $30 for 1440p. Man. I know I already said this, and I'm, speaking like a broken record. They're in a different universe. Like, seriously, Xbox right now, it's on a different universe. They are really on a different universe. A universe that you and I are not in. So we're not familiar with that extraterrestrial universe they're in. I mean, look at Boosteroid, for crying out loud. Boosteroid, it's only charging you $9.89 for 4K 120 FPS with a much more powerful PC. Just look at Boosteroid alone. For $9.89, they're giving you a very powerful AMD PC. Okay? And they're only charging you $9.89 to play these games in 4K resolution. I mean, look at PlayStation. But I just want to stick to the PlayStation. Because PlayStation Plus mops the floor with Game Pass right now. Not only can you use your PlayStation Portal and play games there with your $20 subscription, not only do you have PlayStation VR 2 games available. So let's say you just bought a PlayStation VR 2. Guess what? You can start Jump and playing some PlayStation VR 2 games available from PlayStation Plus. They have a good quality lineup of games available on their catalog, and they keep adding more each month, right? And then they allow you to play these games in different resolutions like 720p, 1080p, 1440p, and 4K and 4K HDR where it's available. Even this recent Ghost of Yotei, they allow you to actually stream it in 4K and HDR, 4K where it's available. Depending on your internet, of course. And that's streaming. So let's say if you're somebody who doesn't have space on your console, you can actually play Ghost of Yate in 4K HDR for only $20 a month. You can even play Battlefield 2042 in 4K HDR for $20 a month. And they also let you watch their movies. Sony Core application, right? They allow you to watch movies as well. So as an added bonus, they also let you watch movies. Microsoft doesn't have movies. They already removed movies. You can make this up. This company is so out of touch. They are like on a different universe. Honestly, I mean, you are going to charge people $30 a month just so they can have access to 1440p. I mean, I don't even know what to say. You guys fill in the blanks. Because honestly, I can't even choose right words from the dictionary to express like what I'm feeling right now about these decisions that Microsoft has made. I know other people have done a better job. I know there's so many other YouTubers out there. I think Angry Joe has certainly done the best. You know what? Angry Joe called it out. He did. He said they're going to raise the price. He called it out. Angry Joe called it out. He was right. They're going to raise it to $30 a month. I think his video, Angry Joe's reaction, is certainly one of the best out there. Yeah, guys. But anyway, short little video. So you have to pay $30. I know my friend Kemi, he's laughing right now. I know, it is hilarious. Kemi's laughing, my friend Kemi. He's probably watching this and he's just laughing. They're going to charge you $30 a month for 1440p Cloud, XCloud. How about let everybody enjoy 1440p? Doesn't matter which tier they are subscribed to. Let them enjoy 1440p no matter what tier. No. They want you to pay $30 for QHD 1440p. How about a 4K? You think 4K resolution for $30 a month should be something they should consider? Coming from somebody like me who has dealt with cloud gaming since 2010, since OnLive, and many other cloud services, Stadia and GeForce Now and Shadow PC and Boosteroid, etc., etc. And PlayStation Now. XCloud is probably one of the worst cloud services out there. I mean, hands down, one of the worst. The quality, the bitrate, they're not even using the H.265 codec, for crying out loud. A small company from Ukraine, Boosteroid, has H.265 codec with a much higher bitrate, and you can choose what kind of bitrate, 50 megabits per second, 100 megabits per second. You can choose what kind of bitrate depending on your internet. No, not, this is a, listen, this company is worth $3 trillion. Think about that. They're worth $3 trillion, and they want to charge you $30 a month for 1440p. It's almost like hard to believe. Like, anyway, I don't know what to say, man. It's like I said, I'm having a difficult time. Like, even their PC tier, they want to charge you $16. And even on their PC tier, if you try to use the cloud gaming, it's only going to be 720p, 1080p. It's not going to be 1440p. So you're forced to pay $30 a month just to get 1440p. Even Ryan McCaffrey, like I said earlier, when Ryan McCaffrey was like shaking his head, and you know, he's like good friends with Phil Spencer, and he worked for the official Xbox magazine. He's a friend with, you know, a lot of the employees of Xbox brand and Microsoft. So, and even he, who is like a really good friend with the Microsoft employees, even he is like shaking his head on his recent podcast. He was like, we're going to charge people $30 a month just to access 1440p QHD. We're putting a paywall behind it for the resolution. Anyway, I don't know what else to say, man. It's just, like I said, I'm having a difficult time, like trying to find a dictionary, words from the dictionary to describe like this nonsense. But hey, you know, Xbox, this is what you want to do. Good luck, you know. Let us know how everything goes by the end of this year, holiday season. How many people are going to be paying for the Game Pass? How many people are going to be paying for this service? Yeah. Let us know in January 2026 how it all goes, right? Right? Good luck. Well, and I think this will be my last video regarding the Xbox, because I'll be too busy, obviously, playing this. I'll be too busy playing PlayStation, you know. But I just felt like I needed to make this one last video regarding this whole Xbox thing. Because I was just... Because recently I just was watching, you know, Unplugged. Or not Unplugged, the Unlocked. I'm sorry, not Unplugged. Unplugged. Although that's a nice name for a podcast, Unplugged. Maybe there is a podcast called Unplugged. I'm sure there is. But Unlocked podcast by Ryan McCaffrey. And even Ryan McCaffrey said on the Unlocked episode, like, wow, there's a paywall behind it. For the resolution for 1440p, we're going to charge people $30 a month for a lousy, you know, 1440p resolution that should be available to everybody. Nope. If you want the QHD 1440, they act like as if 1440p in 2025 it's like this huge thing. Where were you, Microsoft, when Google? You know what? Google Stadia was the masterpiece. No, I mean, really. Google Stadia was running 4K HDR 60 FPS on their Google Chromecast devices back in 2019 November. So, yes, I know Google Stadia service failed, but technically Google was mopping the floor with Microsoft XCloud. How do I know that? Because I used to have a Google Stadia, so I'm very familiar with Google Stadia. But anyway, that's it, I guess. $30 a month for 1440p with a very lousy bitrate. It's not even H.265 codec. They're using probably one of those old codecs, you know. Maybe H.264 or something like that, with a very low bitrate to give you that performance, and everything's so blurry and soft. Yep, there you have it. $30 a month for 1440p. How about that? Aren't you guys happy to pay $30 a month for 1440p? You see, the whole concept is designed to push you into that ultimate tier, because all these other tiers underneath are not that good. So they want to push you toward the highest tier, which is $30 a month. So you can play in 1440p on the XCloud. Okay. Yeah, this will be my last video regarding Xbox. I think it's all abundantly very clear where this company stands. You know, and like I said, they lost all the credibility. No one will ever trust this company ever again after this. And why should they? You know, like how many times you're gonna fool us? 3 times in a row? Well, there won't be the 4th time. I guarantee you that. People are not this stupid. They're going to say, well, we don't trust this company. They're just too greedy. They cannot be trusted. And that's that. You know. But it's capitalism. You know, there's other companies. There's PlayStation. This is good for the PlayStation. PlayStation can take the advantage of this. Like I said, PlayStation should seize the moment here and just keep that $20 a month. Don't change it. Just keep that momentum going. And I think PlayStation, it's looking great. With all these Xbox games coming to PlayStation. Next year, they're looking pretty good with the Wolverine. Wolverine looks amazing. An amazing game. It's going to be an instant, huge success when it comes out next year. And, of course, we have Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, December 8th. And then PlayStation VR 2 version next year. And, of course, the big daddy of them all, Grand Theft Auto 6, which will probably run the best on a PS5 Pro. And yeah, so the choice is very clear. PlayStation 5, the ultimate console. Or better yet, PlayStation 5 Pro, the ultimate console. Yeah, PlayStation 5 Pro, the ultimate console. Alright guys, love you. Thank you. God bless you. Appreciate you watching this video. Thank you for the likes. Please leave a comments down below, because I do read all the comments. When I do get a chance, I do read them. Do me a favor, guys, if you could share this video, because it really helps me out if you share it. Leave a comment down below. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, however you feel. And let me know what you think. All right. I'll see you on the next video.